the places you go, the people you meet, the things you do in and around where you live. That's community. And I'm going to hazard a guess that most of you do at Kilting. So that's what we're talking about today. Everyday KT 294, Kilted, Kilting, community, and you. And, of course, some pretty awesome news. So, what in the hell am I talking about? It's very simple. Community is based on you and the folks around you working together towards a common goal. In order for that to happen, you, or whomever else is watching, have to actually participate in that local community. Today, I just joined the board of the local Y because community. If you're going to give back to the community, you get involved with the organizations that are doing that. So instead of just sitting around and saying, well, I finally got my kilt on, I'm awesome, life is wonderful, yay, hurrah, do something. You know, the community helped you get where you are today, you know, good, bad, or otherwise. Well, why don't you give back? You know, the great thing about the board meeting I was on today is I know it was tongue-in-cheek, but still, the director says, you know what, you can come, but as long as you got to wear your kilt every time. Like, well, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I'm wearing it unless I'm working on my truck or in the shower or going to sleep. So I don't plan on doing any of those three things at the board meetings. So community, giving back, joining organizations and groups that are focused on service to others. Because it's not just about you. Yes, you can do awesome things, but if you're out there in the community, guess what? Those awesome things come to you. You gain recognition. You gain respect from people who say, hey, you know what? That person got their shit together, and they're not only doing for themselves, they're doing for others. I'm going to go talk to that person. You know, I have a business. They kind of might be able to help me. Let me go see if we can't work together. That kind of thing happens all the time with folks who are giving back to the community. You don't have to give money, time. You figure something out. Just work with your community. Help better the area that you live in. Because if you and folks who are like you put in time and effort and energy into improving the local community, guess what? The community gets better. Crime rates go down. Fun rates go up. Cool stuff to do moves in. Good communities have good things. Bad communities, well, you see those on the news every night. If you're lucky, your community is not one that's on the news. So spend some time. Work with people in your area. Work with people in your community. Is it a church? Is it some other religious organization? Is it a service organization? Is it a fraternal order? Is it something? Is it like a firefighter's brotherhood or something? Group of people, their goal, give back to others. Especially now with the holidays coming up, there's a crap load of people who definitely could use the help. You know, is it warm clothes? Is it food for the holidays? Is it food for every other day? Who knows? But do me a favor, take a look and find those things out. And to that end, I was talking about some great news. I have an opportunity, and I've got to put the stuff together, but I may be able to do basically an Everyday KT style talk to a group of students locally. And it's all about the core of what Everyday KT is. It's being yourself, not being afraid of others, not being afraid of opinions, having a crapload of self-confidence, self-reliance, and the ability to do for yourself. So, I'm crossing my fingers. You know, this isn't a done deal yet, but I am going to be giving, 15, 20-minute speech to a bunch of local kids. And hopefully it sinks into one of them. Just one. Don't need all of them, just one. One. Impact one person, and you're doing wonderful, because what happens is they tell other people, and they continue to spread that word. And you know what? Best case scenario, I wind up going to other schools, doing similar things, trying to help people in those schools who are suffering from low self-esteem, or they have confidence issues, or they have anxiety issues, and try to help them overcome those, just like I am with everyone watching this video right now. So with that, I am going to ask for a volume of Kiltology. I said it right this time. And I forgot my glasses. They're in the house. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But Kiltology, volumes 1 and 2. If you don't have them, go to Amazon. They're awesome. Service, yeah, so those of you watching, this was originally live streamed on Facebook, so I can talk to people who are watching live. And John says that sadly, service to others seems to be in short supply these days. And he's right. That's why I said what I said today. People helping people. That's what makes the world go round. It's not money, it's not love, it's people helping people because they can. So I'm going to throw out a Kiltology. Yesterday I think was volume 1, today's volume 2. So, we're talking about helping others. So, this might be helpful. We'll find out the hard way. Kiltology number 440 out of volume 2. Genius. Genius starts really small. First, it could be a creative way to find a pint. It could then progress to a means by which said pint can be obtained without actually leaving your chair. It grows to a more serious level of brilliance when the beverage is not only the proper temperature, but in the proper container, which you didn't have when this whole process started. True genius, of course, is simply showing up and the pint appears out of nowhere. Then again, this happens to most every Kiltie I've ever met the minute we go to the pub. So there you go. What does that mean? Helping others. You do well for other people, they will do well in return most of the time. There are a few pubs in the local area where I walk in and a Guinness miraculously appears on the bar out of nowhere. I don't know how they know it's me. I have no idea how they know what I like. Maybe they're psychic and they're bartenders, so most likely. But with that, I'll let you go. Remember, please find someone in your community, find a group, an organization, people. Get together, start doing stuff. If there's none of those things in your area, guess what? Start one. Start some kind of group, some local community watch thing that is there specifically to help other people. Even if it's just shoveling a driveway in the winter. Doesn't matter. Go help somebody out because God knows they will appreciate it. And until tomorrow, I hope you're having a good night. Be strong. Put a kilt on.